I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like the Empire Fight Camp, especially at night. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable.
The Brown Bomber Joe Louis. His fight against Matt Schmeling, one of the most important fights in the history of this fine sport. Rocky Marciano, 201 pounds of pure terror. This man is an absolute machine.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
And with that, let's go into the ring and the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, and iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is a Hall of Fame legend from Brockton, Massachusetts, a Ring Magazine world champion, and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, the Brockton Blockbuster, Rocky Marciano.
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many, many fights like this, and it's very, very eerie.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice slip to avoid the jab. That one lands. The first time these two met, we saw basically a passing of the torch as the much older Joe Louis got knocked out by the young Rocky Marciano.
Round 7 had him down. Round 8, the fight was over, and it was bittersweet. Marciano couldn't win for winning. And Louis, you just saw that should happen. Now these guys are doing it again. Louis is a little older. Marciano has that Susie Q, that's his shot. It's called the Susie Q. That's his shot. Will he be able to land it again? He's done it once. He knows how to find it. He knows Louis to slow down. He's done it once. He'll definitely do it second time. But what will Louis be able to do? Will he be able to turn back time and pull it out of the bag? We don't know, but this is one of those fights.
Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a fight.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can they finish it?
Does he know he's hurting? Look at him. That back foot went. It completely shivered. Did you see that, Todd?
How did they not go down?
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now,
Rocky Marciano was supposed to be the one knocking this guy out.
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take his legs away from him.
I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace.
We're witnessing one of the all-time greats go down.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Look at those legs. The legs are gone.
And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over.
You've seen many shots like that. A simple, short shot. Put the fighter down.
So he's back on his feet, but he's got to somehow turn this around.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Throws the jab, but does not score. There's a scoring blow. We're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always... Oh, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it's a knockdown.
Oh, what? What a shot! What? Oh, my goodness!
5, 6, 7.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little touch you do. So you've got to fight a counter-puncher smart.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Fantastic punch. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Good counter punching. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just saw.
You've been put down. You've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
Oh, man, you've got swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the ropes. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
It's Rocky Marciano who hits a counter punch. Going to shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Big hooks upstairs.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Catch and shoot. Perfect punch. The perfect counter lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
That changes everything, and down they go!
The referee's standing, watching him close. Come on, make it, you can do it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So he's back up, but at some point, Johnny, he's got to live to fight another day, doesn't he?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Nice counter shot. Oh, those punches add up. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Looks like they're going to mix up their strategy a little bit here. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Catch and shoot. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown was going to be huge. And there's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. Beautiful counter punch. Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punch output.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history book.
At some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter.
His legs are gone, got to get our hands up. It's survival instincts now, get him up.
And they're down, trying to make it up before 10 as the referee continues the count.
Oh, he's down, is he gonna raise like the Undertaker? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
So it's Onward and upward after another knockout win here.
What a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.